Holy heartbreak, Batman. This movie still holds up. Let's talk about it. What's up, Universe, and welcome to the web's first must-see comic and nerd culture show. Welcome to the Comic Universe. I'm Dr. J. I've got a PhD in nerd culture, and I should know I printed it out myself. Happy Batman Day, everybody. That's right. At least as of the day of recording this video and putting it up, it is September 15th, Batman Day 2018. So, here on the Comic Universe, we are going to celebrate Batman Day, celebrate the Cape Crusader, the best way I know how, by starting from the beginning and talking about what I believe is probably the greatest Batman origin story / year one story ever told, right up there with Batman Begins, at least in film form. And I honestly, like, this is a movie that I have a soft spot for, and of course, as you can tell by the title and thumbnail, that is Batman Mask of the Phantasm. This is a phenomenal movie. If you have not seen Batman Mask of the Phantasm and you call yourself a Batman fan, you are truly missing out, because honestly, this is some of the best you'll ever find. So without spoilers, real quick, just in case you haven't seen this like over 20-year-old movie, this is an origin story, an origin / year one story, but here's the difference. This explores Bruce Wayne and Batman at a time in his life, very early on in his career, when he actually finds happiness and he considers not going through with this crusade and just being happy and maybe just trying to give money to the police, give money to the city, give it to the police to help them fight the crime instead of him, and letting himself be happy for once. But of course, as fate would have it, that's just not how it works out, and it's just this whole thing is it's a mystery, and as well as an origin tale, and just a tale of heartbreak and just pain. And it is just so beautifully done. I honestly can't talk about it without spoiling anything. And this movie is like a year older than me. So, if you haven't seen it, I'm just gonna hope that you hop off this video and watch it first, because I need to talk about it in its full glory. So, like I said, I love this movie. And, I posted on Facebook about it, like, this movie breaks my heart every time I watch it. And because it really does. When you see what Bruce goes through, and the scene that really gets to me every time I watch the movie is in the flashback when Bruce is at his parents' graves and it's raining. And he says, I'm sorry. I don't want to let you down. I promise I don't. I swear. But I didn't count on this. I didn't count on being happy. You understand, right? I can give money to the city. I can give money to the police. They can hire more cops. They can deal with this. I didn't want this. I didn't count on this. I didn't count on being happy. And it just... Oh, man. Okay, so I gave Tom King a lot of crap for the whole Batman Catwoman wedding issue. But one of the best scenes in that book calls back to this scene, where Bruce asks Alfred, in the wedding issue, Alfred, do I deserve to be happy? That's the same question Bruce asked his parents at their grave in Batman Mask of the Phantasm. And it is one of the most beautiful, haunting, and heartbreaking scenes. And it's followed up by, of course, Andrea showing up and saying, maybe they sent me. And then they kiss, and it's just beautiful. The chemistry between Bruce and Andrea is so genuine. And, of course, they both bond over the the loss of parents. Of course, at the time, During the flashback, Andrea lost her mother, and of course, Bruce lost both of his parents. And they're both, rich high society. Um, they each have their own emotional baggage, and Bruce, not only can he be happy, but he can be himself around Andrea. He can laugh, he can smile. These things that we don't normally see from Batman. Actual expressions of genuine emotion. And it's so nice to see. And of course, Alfred is just all for this because he doesn't want Bruce to go out there and keep hurting himself. He wants Bruce to be happy because in the end of the day, yes, Thomas Wayne is Bruce's father and he has a tremendous impact on his life. But for a majority of his life, even longer than Thomas Wayne, Alfred was the one raising Bruce. Alfred is pretty much Bruce's father, and it's even shown here in these little lines and exchanges that we have, where Bruce, when Andrea first comes back to town after 10 years, and Alfred says, "I trust after this meeting you'll go see her," and Bruce says, "You think you know everything about me, don't you?" And then Alfred says, "Well, I diapered your bottom, I bloody well ought to." That's that's so Alfred. The chemistry is just so there. It reminds you a lot of why the animated series works so well. So yeah, like I was saying on Facebook, I mentioned this movie breaks my heart every time, and my friend Callum mentioned something that I will definitely agree with. This is a really good mystery. This movie has a really good mystery. It really sucks you in. And unlike most episodes of Batman the Animated Series, which this is what Callum said, and I agree 100%. Unlike most episodes of Batman the Animated Series, most of the time, because it's a half-hour show and things like different time constraints and things like that, the clues for most of the mysteries in the episodes are pretty obvious. And so usually the audience figures out the mystery before Batman does. In Mask of the Phantasm, however, you are, if you've never seen this movie before, you go in there and you're solving the mystery right along with Batman at the same pace as Batman. Even if you have seen the movie before, it sucks you in so much that you don't even, you ignore the fact that you know what's going to happen and you just try and solve this mystery with Batman. It's so well done. And another thing that I like in here is, of course, it includes Mark Hamill's Joker. But it doesn't include the Joker just to include the Joker because the Joker's popular, like a lot of Batman media does. It actually organically incorporates the Joker into the story, which makes sense given, how the Joker was set up in the animated series as more of a mobster type character. So it makes sense that the Joker has these kind of ties. And the fact that the Joker is so involved in this crucial part of Batman's origin kind of just shows how intertwined their fates are, and it's really cool. Also, this movie has just such an amazing score. A lot of stuff that is just, it really helps sell the emotional undertones, the pain, the strife, and just the heartbreak of it all, really. And the reveal, in the last act that Andrea is the Phantasm is still one of the best. I remember when I first got this on VHS as a kid and I watched it, it blew my mind that Andrea was the Phantasm and not her father. That was crazy. And I mean, it's still so well put together that it's just it's one of those things that, it gets you even though you know it happened. It's like Mufasa's death. Or the ghost revealed in Sixth Sense. It's one of those things that's just that. It just always gets you. And the imagery of when Bruce begs Andrea, he's like, "You have to leave. You have to get out of here." And she fades away into that smoke. It is just beautiful. Also, I just love Phantasm's design. How dark and how it it very much it parallels Batman's design a lot, where like it definitely strikes fear. She gives off like this wraith-like appearance, very much like Batman does, and the parallels between Batman and Phantasm are fantastic. They're two sides of the same coin, but not in the same vein of as like Batman and Joker. They're both two people that are driven and consumed by vengeance, but one uses that consumption and that that motivation as their drive to do good in the world, whereas um Phantasm, she like more serves as like an agent of vengeance and operates more off of malice than a sense of righteousness like Batman does. And again, I just love that character and just the ending. I've said this a million times throughout this video already, but the ending especially breaks my heart because in the end, because of his crusade, he can never be happy, and they kind of just paint this message of he's always destined to be alone, at least in the sense of like not to have somebody to share his heart with and to share his life with. And at the end, we also see Andrea on a boat, and she's very sad and sullen. She's wearing like funeral clothes, and a guy approaches her on the boat, and he goes, "I'm sorry, do you want to be alone?" And she says, "I am." And it's just, oh man. And I also just love the fact that Phantasm was made canon, official DC animated universe canon, when we see in the Justice League finale, which is really the Batman Beyond finale, where it shows Terry McGinnis in the future, and he talks to Amanda Waller about his origin and the whole Batman Beyond project, and we see that originally Waller had hired Phantasm to kill Warren and Mary McGinnis to replicate the circumstances that created Batman, and Phantasm, knowing that pain of loss and what it did to both her and Bruce, she couldn't bring herself to do it. And I feel like that really kind of brings her character full circle. Granted, she's an old woman and it's been it's been like 60 years. But like, I'm glad she did get that closure, and I really like that. I just love that character. I honestly wish she was made canon because she's just so well developed and so well thought out. Like she's such a nice parallel to Batman. Even more so than other characters like Catwoman or Talia or even, my precious Zatanna. Like, I love Zatanna and I love the Batman Zatanna relationship, but I like the relationship between Andrea Beaumont and Bruce Wayne. And yes, I don't say Phantasm and Batman, but the relationship between Andrea Beaumont and Bruce Wayne is just on a whole nother level. It's the best. She's the best Batman love interest. And fellow Batman fanboys can fight me on this one, but I'm gonna stick by it. I'm gonna stick to my guns and say it right there. That's how much I love this movie, man. But let me know all your thoughts and feels in the comments down below, as always. Don't forget to leave this video a like to let us know you enjoyed it. And somewhere in the space next to my head, I will leave linked a video from us that YouTube's mysterious algorithm thinks you might like. I'll also leave our channel icon so you can click that and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you get notified every time we upload a new video. Of course, you'll get videos from me, C-Dubs, and DPZ. We've got a wide variety of content, so be sure to check it out. As well as I will leave a link somewhere here with my personal channel icon for my channel, Mr. J's Reviews. And if you like what I do here on the Comic Universe, you'll definitely like what I do over on my main channel. Choose Your Fandom, and I'm pretty sure I cover it. I review music, movies, TV shows, comic books, anime, manga, video games, novels. So if you like any of those things, you like what I do here, and you want to see more from me personally, check out my main channel, Mr. J's Reviews. I will leave that channel icon somewhere around here. But anyway, guys, this has been Dr. J for the Comic Universe. And like I always say, once a comic geek, always a comic geek, and once a Batman fan, always a Batman fan. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you later, and hopefully I'll see you next time in the universe. Peace.